Get ready for a deep dive.
Hey Babs, welcome to another Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide stream. So last time folks we set up this temporary situation to get us over the mid-game hump, get us some resources that we need to build more permanent situations. We might possibly be doing more than that, just to get us going proper. I'm not ashamed of having temporary situations for longer than temporary. So we'll be using this today, and we'll be producing definitely Spom, and I would like to look at laying out a centralized power and industrial area. We may... There's no may about it. We're unlikely to finish it today, but we will make a good start, and we'll get it laid out, and we'll get it finished next time. Alright, first thing to note, the carbon dioxide's quite low in here. It's just struggling to output a little bit. When we have a bit of plastic, we'll upgrade that vent so as we can kick it out faster. So I was thinking the base is here. I was thinking that that's very odd. Something that was muted just came off mute. So I'm thinking of this area for pretty much everything. So let's look at, it's mainly sandstone in that area. Basically just going to core out the entire thing. Ooh, a geyser or something there. Let's see. And where we're going to start? We're going to start here. Yes, so basically we are going to call this out. I'm going to build the Spom in this area. I'll fully explain about Spoms. I say fully explain. There will be a basic explanation of Spoms, and I'll look to explain further as the playthrough goes on. We'll have lots of examples of different Spoms throughout the throughout this playthrough. Skills. Abe is into exosuit training, so that's 7 out of 13. Over half of the people now are exosuit trained. I do want this as a priority. Obviously got to be a little bit careful. As much as anything, this is at 1400 degrees. Down here. Yeah, sorry, I was saying this is 1400 degrees. We don't want that falling into oil, because that will instantly flash to sour gas. We've got some of that already. And then the other concern is the spore kids. So let's see. We're gonna why are we making messes? sleeping out here? What's going on? I guess that was a narcoleptic nap. I just realised it was Quinn. Deconstruct all of that. So, as I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted. One mild issue with running this polymer press is that it outputs steam, which then condenses, well, creates a lot of heat, but as much as anything condenses into water. We don't really want non-oil or petroleum liquids in this, otherwise we've got to start filtering it. I don't know what the answer to that is right now. Right, this second. Just going to slap that down, make it priority. These bits out, these bits, and okay. How are we doing over here? Wire pulls that done. There we go. I'm considering redesigning this yet again. It'd just be handier if these were one higher, and since they're not functional yet, it just means that I've got that opportunity to take them out before we finish them off. Sure, that just said something is overheating. It surely can only be down here. I'm not sure where. How are we doing with this job? Doing quite well with this job, actually. To know what this is. Goodness. Printables. See what we've got. Kitchen menace, not too bothered. Narcoleptic, irritable bowel, and biohazardous. I mean, none of them are terrible, but my goodness, Meep, you have been cursed. Also starry-eyed, so that doesn't get him a lot either. Biohazardous, not a problem. None of the reds are a problem. Tidying, farming, operating, farming, building, cooking, farming, build. But at the same time, none of them are particularly interesting either. So Joel Bowick. Survey says infectious polluted oxygen vent. Yay! Right where I was planning to put my industrial brick. Not the end of the world. Also, would have been much nicer to have a volcano or something. Is what it is. What are we doing now? Anything else? Plastic. Okay. Well, because I made that out of iron ore. Temperature are we at? Skill point. Higby. Into sustainability. Ada. Going for sustainability. Liam. Into sustainability. Ooh. That's carbon dioxide then. Excellent. Vacuum that out. I'll deal with that in the future. Looks like we're going to have to filter at some point. Never mind. This is going to be our water pit. Like this complete sooner rather than later. Toilet out of order. Why is there a toilet out of order? Why are the toilets out of order? Because there is nowhere... Oh, because I'm foolish. Okay. There we go. See steel on the list. Oh, is that because I couldn't set it going earlier? Industrial ingredients. Yeah, no. Must have not been able to set it going earlier. Ooh, right, hang on. Kitchen menace, biohazardous, bottomless stomach, biohazard. None of them are scaring me. Bottomless stomach is something to bear in mind, but it's not anything to really worry about. Green thumb rancher with farming and suit wearing and an interior decorator. Yes, please. Hello, Steve. Steve is ranching as a priority, then farming. Everything else flat. Steve on schedule 7. Steve has a desire to go into exosuit training, which is where he's going. And we have a bed for him, I think. 8. Do we? 10, 11, 12, 13. We don't. Goodness. We haven't had a table for the last dupe or this one. Okay. Right, so this area is quite cleared out. Once that's dug out, so we've got somewhere to dump this water, we'll start building out our Spom properly. But we could start putting some things in anyway. So what we are going to make is we're going to make a standard Rodriguez, which is probably the most popular Spom. It was created by Mr. Rodriguez in Reddit. No one's entirely positive what his first name is, that I'm aware. And popularised by the great Francis John, who did many of the early tutorials on oxygen not included. Not that he wasn't standing on other people's great shoulders when he was doing that. Not least he'll credit Tony Advanced, who is also worth checking out. Not that he's still active, but sadly, because his stuff was brilliant as well. But yeah, this is a Spom to support up to 30 dupes. And this being a large map and our main base, that seems appropriate to me. As I say, I'll use different designs on different planets, and I'll explain this more when once it's done. That's not what I want at all. Should we all not go? goodness, that's 118 tons of lead that we have so far. Meteor showers coming in. What meteor showers do we get on this planet? Copper meteor showers, icy meteor showers, and slimy meteor showers. Very useful. Is that right? Something's wrong. I've done something wrong. Still not convinced. Yep, and this is where using the wiki comes in handy. There are several designs on there, including the half rod riggers and the full rod riggers. I've built that too high, that's what I've done wrong. They need to come out. And then, yes, that's right. We're getting there slowly. Sensor. No, hang on. You know what I've not done right? Should all be gold amalgam. And then automation. All centers should be gold 2, really. No, you're not going to let me. Oh no, you are going to let me. But you're only going to let me place 1. We've got funky gases down there, we've got carbon dioxide obviously. Everyone's got soggy feet because I haven't put any atmo suits in for this place. How are we doing for gases? We look like we're building up. So all I'm doing here is I'm trying to open up this shaft a bit. Because there is insufficient airflow up and down. Not going to be perfect, but should aid the situation. One of the other issues is that with opening up all this space, the oxygen's going this way rather than forcing its way down, and thus forcing the carbon dioxide down. Not the end of the world, we will get there eventually. Oh, quite a lot of skills. Suit sustainability, exosuit training, suit sustainability. Ruby may have all the skills that we want her to have right now. And at this point, I put a hat on them. And then I know anyone wearing a hat is skilled out. So even though they've got skill points, there's no need to put any more skills in them. You don't have to pick every single skill for every single duplicant. There is a way to improve on your ability to do that later on. More skills can mean more functionality, more utility, but what am I trying to say? The downside is you've got to maintain a high morale for that duplicant. Travaldo is going to become our pyrotechnics, which means that we can make blast shot. for oxygen over here in the main base. We have a new printable. So, still no boops, which means that we don't need the power banks. Oh, and neither of the duplicants are interesting, so we're just going to reject them all. I suppose we could have taken the power banks and then would have had them for duplicants in future, bionic duplicants in the future. That didn't occur to me, whoops, but not the end of the world. The main reason for placing both of these is that they will then oh, of course. I normally play with a mod on that shows you their range, but basically these two will cover this entire shaft and should prevent us from getting too much polluted oxygen into the base. This is a teleporter to send materials through to our connected planet, which we haven't entirely discovered yet. I can't think if we've found... Oh, well, there's the other one. That's the one for receiving materials from the other planet. I don't think we've actually found the teleporter to get duplicates over there yet. Nope. very lax on the sweeping of eggs of late. Excellent. Right, we'll let them just build this pump area out, and then we'll release the water. Looks like Liam's going for it already. This is clearly going to end up being a mixed water pool. We'll deal with that. It's not the end of the world. Oh, did we discover what this one down here is yet? Nope. If we summon those, the next 2, 3 there, only I need a line through somewhere. Power. I also want to deconstruct those. No more gold yet. Now I think about it, we actually ought to order some more gold because things. We'll need some more wood. We'll be doing piping out of refined gold later. To that then. Limiting factor. Really? Goodness. It does only produce 5 at a time. Yeah. Next pod. Kitchen Menace and Constructive. Cannot do building errands, so will almost certainly not be picked. Allergies, not a big one. We've already got one of those. Building impaired. Look down on them, especially as a builder. No. Oh, shame because they're a skilled mechatronics engineer as well. Doctoring digging. Nope. Well, we've built this now. Never mind. Power. Hydrogen generators. And then we want help people using power. Heavy what joint plate? Gold amalgam for the sake of it. And we'll put that there. And then we want transformers. Let's go that one that way. That one that way. So important to note, what transformers do is they separate circuits. So you can have one high-powered circuit on one side, and then potentially one or more low-powered circuits on the other side. Or if you just want, for some reason I can't think of an example why you would, you just want to separate circuits. But basically, we are going to put, let me put the heavy one in. So that is our main circuit. On the power generation, there's going to be another one down here of these hydrogen generators. There, all the power generation, all the power storage will be here. Sorry, I just realised I'm building that out of the wrong material. Again, wants to be gold amalgam. Yes, so the power generation is here, power storage is here, and then we will create some smaller circuits to actually run the oxygen generation itself. They are so this will be running. Let's pretend this runs at 20 kilowatts. It doesn't, but let's pretend. But then we want a circuit that runs down here that's just under 2 kilowatts. So that will connect to that one. And then there'll be another circuit over here that is just under 1 kilowatt, and that will connect to that one. And in this way we can use lesser materials to build the full circuit out. In theory we could build the whole thing using the heavy watt wire. No one's particularly going to be in here once it's built, so yeah, we could do that, but I don't know the best way to explain what I'm trying to say. This is the done thing. This is the correct way to do it. Like I say, technically, I'm assuming that was just someone laid back, but there was a starvation notice. Yeah, there's good ways and bad ways to do things. This is the authorized regulatory authority way of doing it. No, let's do that. I'm assuming he's just having an narcoleptic nap, but I still don't like that gap. And I will go more into power transformers when we do our centralized power soon. No. Okay, we don't have enough gold amount. Where can I easily get some gold amount? What else do we need in that middle? We need another we need more gold. We should be able to make that out of gold amalgam now. Excellent. We have skill points. We apparently decided we're going to make her an operative. I don't entirely know why, but we are going to stay off. For some reason we're getting low morale at the minute. So, I'm going to stay off that. Win the researcher into exosuit training. Excellent. Why are we getting so low morale at the minute? We broken something somewhere. We no longer have. Right, okay. So, because we haven't got... we have oxygen issues left, right and centre. Getting there. Temperature. So it's purely an issue with gas. So there's no quick way to do this right now. I could set up the gas pump. That's eventually just going to be pushing out overloaded. What about this one? That one's already overloaded. Where isn't overloaded at the minute? Right, let's take a wire bridge. So the plan is basically to produce oxygen and to push this out. Will also solve our mild issue with the oxygen pressure at the minute. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not brilliant. Other thing that I want to do is there on a thing. Brain's not working. Airflow tile. Where are we powering that from, Bob? This horrendous spaghetti is all getting torn out soon anyway. Okay, and then that should protect us from polluted oxygen. Not that it's the end of the world anyway. Oh. Oh, portables. Building impaired, crew version. No. There, oh yeah, we decided we wasn't giving anyone any points at the minute because of the morale issues. Higby, come on. Well, you made the mess in the right place, Higby. See, I could get Higby to move there, and then dig that, only he's then going to jump back up there. So yay! Higby's free! How is that already over temperature? Oh my goodness, what is the temperature of this? That's just nothing. It is what it is. I only need it to work for a little bit. Right, let's change though our output to we'll just pour it straight back out, because that's more important than anything else at the minute. What I do want to do, I've just remembered, is extend this stable somewhat. So that I can get another incubator in it, even if it's unpowered at the minute. Scanning around for gold amalgam because it's very handy. I'm sure we'll want some more in a bit. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, so now what we're doing is the crude oil comes in. If it can fill the refinery, it fills the refinery. If it can't, then it comes over here and goes into the petroleum refinery. The first one being the metal refinery. Gets turned into petroleum, turned into plastic. When the metal refinery has finished, it outputs back into the oil pool. Now, I want to get this mocked up. Oh, did the pip get in there? So I'm going to want to clean this area out later, and that's in preparation for that. Practice artist, squeamish, pacifist, squeamish. Just nothing. I only really want to be taking brilliant dupes right now. So we'll take the snazzy suit. Well, we're going to relocate that to down here. That's done and out of the way. Snazzy suit. Abe. Just going to go down in order, in alphabetical order. Why are we so bad with slime long? Yeah, to be fair. This will sort itself out. and in time we're going to enclose the base. This is one of the main steps towards that. Ooh, hello. Aluminum, which is exactly how it's spelled. That's not me being all American. Is brilliant metal, very highly conductive. We'll have some of that, please. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'm going to make pipes inside out of granite. They won't do a lot, but they will exchange temperature a little bit better than out of most other materials. Want that done now. So that's too big to be a mess hall, which is why it's not doing what we would like. At all. I mean, these are the big issue, really. They're producing so much carbon dioxide that that's just pushing up. Oh, I really want those. Hoping we had more time with them lava eggs. Where are we going to put them? We're going to put them there. Yeah. Deal with the lava eggs shortly. Sweep only everything. Copy to the others. And then go. Sweep all that. Huh. No polluted water, we will fix that. Eventually. Yay, we do have some gold now, just enough to do that. More. And then we want quite a bit more for piping as well, although we have now got the aluminum. We have 40 cycles to tame this. Why do we get from running around that? Low morale. basically low morale. He's got quite a high need for morale, so this uproot that. We are nearly there though, you can see. Thanks, Faye. Right then. What we're going to put in its place? That's what we're going to put in its place. Jump Enjoyer. Apart from this natural gas floating around, and also the chlorine gas, now I mention it, it's happy to sit in most of the, certainly it's happy to sit in the carbon dioxide, but more importantly, its temperature range is phenomenal. An unempathetic doctor, always good. No. Pretty confident unless you can actually melt lead. Automation wise, do not melt. So I don't overheat is what I was attempting to say. That's absolutely wrong. Oh, not as bad as that though. Goodness. Cancel. Them to be made out of gold amalgam. That to be built out of gold. Oh, we need some gas pipes in next. Sorry. 12 cycles. I'm going to slow this down a minute because I'm trying to do too much at once with deadlines. Come back to gas. What I want to do is get this underway. And what do we need to do this? We need to do some research is what we need to do. Oh my goodness. No, I've done that yet. Why not? Excuse me. There's the last one. Shout out. Lunatic! Yes, mate. Sorry, we're getting close to the end of this one. I mean, the VOD's obviously going to be available, and there will be. There he is. Couldn't see him. The VODs will be available on YouTube if you don't manage to catch them on the streaming platform, Twitch. Do apologise, my brain is apparently not working very well at the minute. I mean, is it ever? Goodness. Still okay with... what I do want to make sure it's not in here though is rot piles, because that would potentially be pushing out the carbon dioxide. Water down here. That now has an escape route. Next we need to be thinking about power. Again, power wires do not melt. Do not overheat unless they melt. And on this side, go with iron. 240, 480. 6, 720. 960. Just need to extend that one more. I was looking down here, wasn't I? Right, first thing, let's deconstruct all of that. That's right, I got distracted because that research is taking forever. What can we do to speed that up? Don't understand. That is available, should be doing it. He should be doing it. Okay. Gas pipes then. If it makes you feel any better, Lunatic, you've not missed too much. We've been building this Spom, but I've not fully explained it yet. As ever, I'll show it when I'll explain it once it's in. Once it's complete, once it's fully working. Sorry, brain. I'm really struggling today. Right, yep, I'll go that way. And we should have some plastic now, which means we can put those on. Oh yeah, and reminds me, safe than sorry, we'll have one of those on there. So the difference between the two pressure vents, this one will max out at 2 kilos of gas pressure, or liquid pressure for that matter, whereas this one will not max out until 20. I thought it was 20, but my brain kept niggling at me saying it was 10. Yeah, 20 kilos of air pressure, so can just keep going and going and going. So oh. I was confident they were. Made out of What I'm doing here is I'm having the gas that will be hydrogen eventually cool down the machines. And also it gives us a little bit more storage for the hydrogen that is coming out. Yes, having to move this one because I need to be able to get in here. Still not sure that's going to quite do it for me. How are we doing with... Gas is creeping back up again because we've let this lapse. We have tell you what, let's use the wrangle tool. We have several stone hatches. So 3 stone hatches. Not in the ranch. I would prefer stone hatches. So we're going to find the oldest 3 hatches, and we're going to make room for the stone hatches. demolishers? We haven't. Oh my shocking word. Right, we're starting to look better. Yeah, we can make that out of steel now. There we go. The beauty of steel is it has a plus 200 natural gas. So glad I'm not a game character. I am the archetypical evil boss when it comes to this game, I'm afraid, Lunatic. The dupes are purely a means to my ends, so I don't treat them the best. I try to get the most efficiency out of them, but yeah. What I am considering, because it doesn't look like we're going to get power or industrial underway today, is I think I'm going to put in the gas pump. Goodness knows how I'm going to power it, because I haven't got anything close by at all. And slap that on there, and then we'll have a look at power. What's that running? No, they're not all going to be running at the same time. What am I currently running on it? Cheeky little pip going to plant the seed somewhere. We now have a mealwood growing for free. Oh look, he's done lots of mealwood planting. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do right now as well. We can get rid of this oil now. Oh no, we can't. Well, we can have a go, but there's still a slickster there. I really don't want to put any more power production in down here at the minute, because that's half the issue. There we go, I'll get that in. Right, just under 10 cycles. If they got a code with it and don't fix it themselves, come on. Yeah, exactly, yeah. They absolutely, you know, they're not open themselves, so I've given them all the skills to do it themselves. All the tools. Yeah. Bit more helpful if they could actually reach that. Blueprints. Cooking, operating, frost-proof, squamous allergies. Just don't need a cook. All that operator. Like I say, I'm getting quite picky now. You know, we're up to 14 duplicants. We're smashing stuff together. Yeah. just don't think it's necessary. Boop, no. Shine bugs, curative tablets. Go with shine bugs. Might even set up a reactor next time. I used to say shine bug reactor, not nuclear reactor. Let's see. Gonna get another suit so that we're not getting this waiting issue on a regular basis. I have got carbon skimmers, but I prefer slicksters. They breathe carbon dioxide and weigh out crude oil. Where them glossy Dracos have come from. Yes, so that's why I haven't dealt with the carbon dioxide. I am basically now just going to push all my carbon dioxide down here, let the slicksters breathe it, turn it into more oil for me. So the way electrolyzers, words are difficult today. The way electrolyzers work is, once powered and supplied with water, they consume 1,000 grams per second, so 1 kilo of water. You're right, lunatic. But that's why I've put this in. Basically, this is going to suck out all the nasty gases, push it down directly into the area. I was hoping that where it's majority 5 wide, that was going to be sufficient to allow them to intermingle, but it's the polluted oxygen trying to get up that's causing the problem there now. As soon as we complete this bit of pipe here, which apparently is not that important. Higby gone for a narcoleptic nap. Yeah, we'll see in a few minutes anyway when that system kicks in. Yes, so your electrolyzer takes 1 kilo per second of water for all the time that it's running, and then outputs 888 grams of oxygen and 112 grams of hydrogen. Okay, if you're alright now, are you? You found some oxygen. Yes. Hydrogen being heavier than hydrogen being lighter. No, it's fine, lunatic. It's fine. I may be missing things. As I always say, there's absolutely different. There's no right way to play this game. There is the wrong way to play this game, but there's no right way. I see a lot of people making. I don't want to call them mistakes, but making choices that I absolutely wouldn't, and that's why I've done this beginner's guide, because I want people to understand this game, not just, copy a blueprint from somewhere else. I mean, yes, technically, that's all I've done there. This is Mr. Rodriguez's design, roughly speaking. I've done it from memory, so I might have put wires in slightly different places, that kind of thing. But I want people to be able to understand the mechanics of this game, so that they're not worrying about slime long 200 cycles in, which I've seen people do. Yes, it gives you a debuff, but it's not that bad a debuff. What you need to avoid is stacking debuffs. If someone's got slime long, then you would need to avoid them running through water as well, because then they're going to be practically disabled and unable to do anything in a timely fashion. Anyways, back to the basis of the Spom. So, the hydrogen being the lightest gas, and the lighter of the two gases that we're going to be producing in here, it will float up to this top area. Eventually, we'll get it so that it is just sitting in in this sort of space. And then oxygen will fill the rest of the area. The beauty of this system is that once it is primed, once it's up and running, this one tile gap on either side prevents anything other than the hydrogen being in here. So consequently, this pump is only sucking up hydrogen ever, and these are only sucking up oxygen ever. Initially, we'll basically be dumping all the gases because it's currently going to be full of polluted oxygen, but once we have primed it, which I'll probably be showing next week now, not next week, next stream. I was going to say next episode, and it's like, you're not a TV show, Bob, come on. Yes, once primed, we'll then hook the system up properly. But essentially, your oxygen will come out these three. I have an idea of something here. We'll see where we get to next time before I explain exactly what's going on there. Yeah, your oxygen's coming out these three. Your hydrogen is then coming out of this. We're going to, once this is primed, we're going to put in a bridge there. So that will, as a priority, take the gas to fill this system. This system then powers itself, hence self-powered oxygen maker. The beauty of this system is that even if other systems break, if you run out of coal for your coal power plant, this system will keep running because it is up and running, because it has its own hydrogen power source. There is a small way that it can break. I will explain this once it's up and running properly. But once you fix that issue, it will reset itself and everything will be hunky-dory again. Once it is up and running, this will actually go off into our power plant. So we get a bit of extra. It actually produces more hydrogen than this system needs. So yeah, this will go off into our power plant and we'll get a bit of extra free hydrogen on top of everything else that we're running, basically. Obviously, with the time, I don't think we're actually even going to get the Spom underway today. I'm still trying to clear this out. Still trying to build this. We are doing a lot at once, to be fair. One of the things that we do have is higher ground for slicksters. Slicksters about. this in. Why is that not running now? I blocked. I see. So it's managed to pick up some oxygen in there, and we can fix that. We have the technology now that the polymer press is up and running again. Put one in. Put gas filter. Oh, we haven't got enough power really, have we? That's fine. That's fine. And what we can do is we can. Don't want that out of steel, thank you. We'll have that out of lead. Okay. Direct pipe instead of a bridge, and then bridge on the. You know what? Your system is better than mine. Absolutely. See, you know, you're not annoying. You are right. In fact, in this instance, what we should do is deconstruct that. That. Do that as priority. Doing funny things because they didn't delete the bridge in the first place. And there we go, put bridge in there, make that priority 9. And that means then, while my brain was initially going with the fact that I want the polymer press to be running the whole time while it's down here, what's going to happen now is it is going to be running the whole time, but it will only output from its pipe when there is carbon dioxide passing. And you'll practically never notice because there's that much carbon dioxide passing, and it'll just back up in this. But worst case, it's got all this. Should I ignore it and I start sucking oxygen down here? Or even when I start getting these nasty gases, yeah. Okay. We are pretty much at time. Slightly disappointed with how much we actually managed to achieve. Let's go for a picture of that. Say cheese. Right. So I am actually looking at changing up the schedule a little bit because that is to say my streaming schedule. Various streaming reasons, but also next week I am on holiday a little bit. Lunatic. This way, bridge is better than it was. Maybe some sensor automation on that upper gas pump, like if there is oxygen, stop pumping it down. Yeah, well, my initial gut feeling was to stick a filter on just sort of there-ish, and only pump the carbon dioxide down. I'm really struggling for power, which is why the next thing that we set up will be our power brick, our centralised power. So I'm very reluctant to build anything else that takes power right now. As it is, I'm probably going to kickstart this with a couple of hamster wheels. So the system that I am relying on to maintain this, to make sure that once it's cleared all this backlog, it's not sucking all the oxygen down into the oil biome, is my memory, which is not performing brilliantly at the minute, so it'll be interesting to see how badly that goes. Especially given that there will be a few days between this and the next stream of Oxygen Not Included. So yes, anyway, my schedule will going to be, I'm going to stream all this week. I am going to stream 2 days of Satisfactory, Wednesday and Thursday, and then back to Oxygen Not Included on Friday. Put it in your notebook, in your diary, lunatic. Friday, 9:30 is the next stream of Oxygen Not Included Beginner's Guide. But I will also be doing, I am here on Monday, I will be doing a Oxygen Not Included Monday as well. But then I'm off all week, back the following Monday. I will keep reiterating that so people are aware, and I will get my schedule updated to show that. I do keep it quite well updated, but the last couple of days I've been a bit slow about it, so yeah. Sorry, I've just thought about what you've said, Lunatic, and if I can figure out where I want to be, that doesn't require power. Oh, we haven't got what I was going to use though. No, if we can ever get this research done, because it seems to be taking our sweet time about it, I'll get these, and I'll demonstrate some slightly more advanced automation. I just got to remember to do that. Anyway, let's have a look at who we're going to be raiding today. Who is raiding? Who is streaming? Okay. Okay. Never raided these guys before. This is insecure for sure, but he's does not accept incoming raids. Why then is he on the raid list? Twitch, come on. Huh. Okay, and that's another one out that I thought I might. Yes, Lunatic, that's absolutely what I was thinking. Okay. No human, no idea who this guy is, but he's apparently speedrunning and he's literally just started. Ow. Sorry, someone was just screaming in my ear. Yes. Back tomorrow then with Satisfactory. Same again on Thursday, and then back with more Oxygen Not Included on Friday and Monday. Thanks for coming by, guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.